It doesn't.
You went in and you sent her a foul message, my friend.
It does. I did because I had to, bro. I had to defend.
You had to send her a foul message?
Right now, my brain is so numb that I had to smack it so I can feel something. So, funnily enough, I was already planning to do a video of this sort, talking about Fresh and Fit fans. Since I do try to read almost every comment that I can possibly read, you find the expectable. You find the big brain time guys that go like, you're cloud chasing. I actually stuttered. That was not... I couldn't get the word out. Damn it, this is contagious, dude. But yeah, they say that it's cloud... Like, they're finding out about commentary channels in 2021. I can't do anything about this. But there is a group of men that are just absolutely lost. And I found one comment that truly made me feel bad. As in, didn't want to mock, didn't even want to go into jokes, no much how harmless most of them are. I just wanted to be one-on-one with a guy, right? But Abba and Preach have an amazing timing, and they just released a video that focuses this stan culture there is around the Fresh and Fit. So let's check it out first, and then I'll talk about that comment that I saw, and try to get a one-on-one in case that guy watches or anyone who can relate to these guys.
I'm not saying sorry, and this is the reason why. That podcast changed my life. It's done shit. I would not be, bro. You guys just want to hate. Look, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people on the
Let me just say this, Duke and Don like you were shook. How this mother he has the most amazing reactions, man. I'm gonna try to not stop the video every time he does this shit, but it's really funny, man. I love him.
The subscribers or the viewers, they just want to hate. These dudes have changed my life. I was able to get my credit score.
Okay.
This is kind of the main point that usually people will bring about Fresh and Fit, or at the very least, Myron is the face. Like Fresh, he's kind of the goofy one, right? He does what the other one says most of the times. He behaves to impress, but Myron is an absolutely inconsiderate person. And I'm being nice, you know me. Man, you're trying to get some pum pum or selling some houses. But yeah, listen, this is influence. This is their influence from the podcast. This is emotion over thought. Do you see that shit? Do you hear the question?
Now, going back to that message you sent, like to Anna Quinn Fitness. Now, what do you have to say in terms of like, is it something that's...
This man went on full defensive mode, right? To him, defending this podcast is a must. And that's kind of something that at least Myron teaches young men, to behave over emotions and thoughts. Even though he tries to keep this charade of like, no, it's just fact. This is facts. It's okay to have opinions and be contested. You don't have to be right in everything. To just say that your opinion is a fact is not only dishonest, but it will lead these men to believe like if they say anything else that is not their conviction, like if they would have to apologize for anything, that means they are losing. That means that they are not respecting themselves, which is completely the opposite.
You said you won't say anything about that because these guys improved your life. So you're going to ride with them no matter what because they helped you out?
I'm loyal, Apple. I mean, yeah, I'm a very...
So what happens tomorrow if you find...
What did I say, man? I had to stop. Look at Duke, man. But that's my reaction. That's what is going... My mind is like that. My brain right now is dumbfounded. Even though I've seen this shit happen before. It happens so many times. The only reason... Like, the only difference here is that we can actually see a face to the mentality behind those comments, to a lot of those chat interactions. This is kind of the similarity that I saw with the comment that I read in my comment section, that these guys feel embraced, right? Which should be a good thing, but not with this community. They feel like they have to have an army, a bunch of other men who think like them, so that they can validate their own feelings. Like loyalty to a pair of men who don't even know these guys. They see these guys, they see dollar signs. Truth is, you need loyalty to yourself, my man. Every man out here, I know it's gonna sound very fucking TikTok-ish, Instagram-ish, whatever you want to say it, but men are their own army. Not saying that you have to live this life like a lone wolf, but you're better off alone than with bad company. I know this is an old saying, but this is so true. That candy shop analogy that they use, what they forget to tell you is that eating a lot of candy will cause you diabetes, right? They don't try to tell you the side effects of what they're trying to teach you, because they don't care. In the end of the day, you send a $20 donation, they will read your shit. Abba is going to Instagram Live, doing that shit for free. Because he honestly, and you don't have to be a man, you could bring women's issues, you can bring anything, and Abba will talk about it. You can see integrity in that shit. But you're not all for integrity, you just need tips. The same thing applies. Do it with someone that is an actual positive role model. God damn it, you have so many. So how can someone help you if they don't even know the consequences of the things that they are saying?
So what happens tomorrow if you find out they're kids? You still
bro, like, that's different. Come on, bro.
Okay. No, I just want to understand. I'm saying, no matter what you're saying, as long as these guys don't go too crazy, I'm willing to accept the fact that they do some fucked up shit.
Nothing's perfect, bro. Nothing's perfect. Come on, man.
Are you fucking for real? Bro, what kind of argument is that? Bro, you sound like a woman who's getting her ass whooped for 5 years in her own house. And when someone asks about her husband, it's not perfect, but this is not about being perfect. This is not even about being less than ideal. This is about being less than acceptable. They're actually out there hurting people. Not even just you guys who are complacent to it. Other people who didn't ask for any of this. Like, you can't criticize something that you like. Here's the biggest difference between Ab and Preach community and Fresh and Furious. Fresh and Furious. Fresh and Fit community. That was okay. It was only a matter of time. I'm sorry. FNF. Ab and Preach will be the first one to tell you, hey, put us on blast if we do something fucked up. I also saw a lot of those comments in my videos, right? That people are just riding this train because of Ab and Preach. I can assure that's not the case. Any person who follows them for, let's say, a year, I am totally convinced, because it happened with me, that there will be people that will put everything in question. There's a lot of situations, and you know this is the reality, when you go to a lot of Ab and Preach's videos, when they talked about, for example, police in a certain situation, or at least a guy that was criticizing the protest, for example, Lily Singh as well, they got ratioed. People didn't like it, and they were their own fans. They were in the comment section being like, hey, listen, I like you two guys, but here's why you're wrong, and started listing shit. But you know what? I didn't see people attacking their integrity. They weren't messing with Preach's wife. They weren't messing with Abba's haircut. No one was doing any of that shit. People were criticizing their ideology. Versus Fresh and Furious. Let's go. Wait, they do attack you. They help men, but the very first thing they do to deliver their argument is to attack other men. How are you gonna follow a self-improvement for men podcast when the first thing they do is attack other men? I just, basically, the main difference, a lack of a moral code. A line that is intrinsic with human condition. The thing that drives our life, basically. Dude, you're 24 years old, 2 years older than me, and you still don't have this moral line. Come on, 24 years.
You think it's fair that these guys put out her IG and her full name on that podcast for everyone to go and harass her?
Look, bro, I can't really delve into that situation, bro.
Well, of course you can, brother. You DM'd her yourself.
Oh, bro, Ab is radioactive. He knew he was gonna set that shit up.
Yeah, bro, because I know what that podcast means. It's done so much for my life.
But
like,
how are you using that for justification? God, what? I'm trying to come up. I've been in silence for 5 minutes. I want to come up with it, like trying to understand what could be going through this man's mind, thinking that this is a good solution. First and foremost, do what he did. Actually message, be part of the guys that got, brigaded Anna Quinn Fitness. Like, even look at the fucking message itself. Look at this. Dumb bimbo, Myron preaches fact and logic. Not even a teenager me ever would say this shit. What is this? Bro, at 9 a.m. you should be working. What the fuck you doing at 9 a.m. sending a message like that? What does that even mean? Facts and logic. What fact? The fact that Myron was all thirsty for her? That attractive women are so rare that he had to contact a woman from California and bring her all the way down to fucking Florida. How don't you see the facts yourself?
That is 100% unethical. I can't lie about that.
Right. And I'm saying, you participate in that. Don't you see how that reflects poorly on you as well?
It doesn't.
You went in and you sent her a foul message, my friend.
It does. I did, because I had to, bro. I had to defend.
You had to send her a foul message?
Carried on. Yeah, Duke, just...
Hey, bro.
Yes. Everyone, you don't have a bald head, doesn't fucking matter. Smack that shit, because I don't understand. Right now my brain is so numb that I had to smack it so I can feel something. Bro, you're riding their dicks harder than those girls that actually appear on the show. You're a fully grown-ass goddamn man. How are you letting your life be run by this immaterial podcast? The shit that doesn't actually exist. If you're not really for, like, oh, I'm not defending the host, I don't care about them, but you're defending the podcast, that's even worse. You're letting something that revolves around kicking women off the show and being all goofy to rule your life. What are you doing?
Look, okay, let's take it your way, right? If I said, hey, Anna Quinn, I don't like what you did. This podcast is way more than just you. It could teach men so much more. Would I have gotten a response? Would I have been here? Would I have been able to tell these people about how much this podcast is?
Exactly. Dude, So people addressing the issues about Fresh and Fit, clout chasers. But this man attacking a woman for clout, not a problem. Like, there's this notion that integrity is not attractive. It doesn't like attract attention. I would never expect my video to make, what is it now, 60,000 views or whatnot. And I didn't do anything special. I wasn't like out there woof, woof, against people's DM, like on the people's DM and shit like that. I was tackling the issues point by point, telling why lack of integrity is a problem. People stuck around for 15 minutes hearing some random guy they never heard about talking about integrity, brigading a pregnant woman saying that foul shit for no reason, just for a podcast.
Imagine what your mom would find out and think if she found out that you were DMing women foul things because you're very loyal to a friend.
She know I'm kind of crazy, bro. Like, I have.
Remember this part for future reference, by the way.
I have to do what I got to do. Like, some people are just like that. We're not all the same. Look, if I would have done what you guys would have done, hey, this world would be boring. If we were all the same, there's some extreme personalities.
So doxing women is fun. Ever heard about gaming, anime, jerking off, all three? Get a fucking hobby. This is exhausting. This is getting exhausting. Jesus. Also, I like to highlight the fact that, yeah, you can get all the fun in the world, but it is an extreme personality, which translates to asshole. It's like saying, like, I'm just very friendly. No, you're just going around fucking people. So potatoes, right? You're being an asshole, but to you, that's fun. But hey, there's people like you, like, that have integrity, that are the well-behaved and care about other people. With me, I'm not part of that group. This is not a two-group kind of thing, right? You need to have fun in this world and be a good person.
Should I go to my 1.4 million people, take your name, your image, and then go tell them what you think? Do you think that would be ethical?
Look, bro, I'm a nobody. If you want to go and do it, you could do it, bro.
So, wow, okay, there's a lot. Okay. So, it's about self-improvement podcast. Men getting their value, but in the end of the day, this man still says, I'm a nobody. Dude, you can totally be a somebody, okay? And it's very easy, okay? I'm gonna give you a little bit of the secret. Not a lot of people know, okay? So keep it between me and you, okay? A nice step in the right direction would be to not dox people. To not be this asshole that only thinks about himself. Listen, I know it's complicated, but it's the only right way to do it.
Go and do it, but it ain't gonna affect me, bro.
Also remember that part.
You owe that woman an apology because what you said was fucking foul.
Facts. Just after all that, like, what do you got to say, man? No apology whatsoever.
Hell nah, bro. I stand on my word, bro.
Listen, again, I'm trying real hard right here, guys. I'm really trying hard to feel bad for these guys, but at some point you start thinking, 24, this man is older than me. The fuck is? But here's the thing, I still give in a little bit of, like, I have to feel bad because I recognize I was privileged enough to not grow up like this. Okay, that I didn't have to rely first and foremost on the internet. I had a really good dad. I had a really good family. I was privileged to be born in the position that I was born in. But again, you're a fully grown ass man. You still did what you did, and no one forced you to do that. And the beautiful part, people, is that when you actually read their pinned comment, this man emailed me asking for this video to be taken down. Get this, because what if my family sees this? I'm sorry, didn't you say that your mother knew you were crazy? He's just doing what you want. Like you said, like, you don't care. So now, talk with your chest, as some dwarf would say. Shit, even Kevin Hart is a good role model. Have you ever listened to him? He's a good father. Listen to these people. Why are you staying with these guys? Because he got a truck and all of a sudden it's because of their fault. You work for that shit, I'm assuming. And in an effort to show you guys how generalized this actually is, that this is just not one special case, that this is actually pretty generalized for Fresh and Fit community. Let me show you a comment. I'm not going to tell the name, and if you please do not seek it, okay? Don't try to actually look for it. I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to read it. But if you do find it, send positivity, not the other way around. Don't mock. Don't do anything like that, because by the way these guys talk, you can totally see that they are asking for help. They just can't accept it. Okay, so you guys are going to torch these dudes. That's good, but I want you to keep that exact same energy when he turns around. And women have fabricated a lot of shit on a lot of men. Never said anything otherwise, of course. Calling out these women is a must, but today is not about the women who are hurting men, it's about men who are hurting men. I get that he's using our pain, hate, and suffering. I get that, but just let him use it. Isn't that, I told you, it's sad. It's really sad. You know what I'm saying? I want to be useful. Useful is not used. It's not the same thing. I'm tired of seeing women have their groups and be okay with each other and dissing us for just being men who are looking for some action. So you see negative shit and you want to become even more negative on top of that? Do you think that just because women have these bad groups that you should also be allowed to have those bad groups? Or should you push to have a good, positive community of men and then try to carry that over for women. Isn't that much better solution that will benefit them and us, since we have to deal with them as well? Because I know all about that. That's pretty, like, I understand there's a lot of women and actually men who don't even know how deep these groups and this shameful practice that a lot of women have, how deep it actually goes. Like, I've seen these groups, I've seen ring shaming groups, something that a lot of women don't think is like an issue, just a goof. But imagine this, you're a man, you're working 9 to 5, you're working your ass off, even extra, so that you can afford a really nice ring to propose to your future wife. And then she takes a photo of that ring and shows it to multiple hundreds of thousands of strangers for them to roast the ring that they didn't buy, they didn't work for it, but they like to see the fucking reaction and have a laugh. Imagine being that guy. I understand these groups exist and they're terrible and fucking disgusting, but this is not about them today. And you cannot become worse than the devil itself and then complain about it. Okay, just let us have our army, please. So as you can see, it really made me feel really sad about it. It sounds so pathetic, but I don't mean this in a bad, like, roasting way. It's just, it really is pathetic. And I feel bad for it. And yes, he's selling houses and sleeping with the wife. He says something between the lines of, like, sleeping with the wife of the guy who's gonna buy the house. Because I made that joke with him wearing a suit that looked like he was selling houses. And this is a shocking part. You understand that if men actually like this behavior, this mentality, they might end up in that situation. They are engaging in activities with a married wife and they expect a man to go like, oh yeah, no, she's the problem, bro. I got you, understandable, have a nice day. That's not gonna happen. He's gonna chase you with a machete. This is so dangerous. A lot of men are gonna wind up in the worst situation they could have possibly ever been if they were actually alone and didn't take any of these tips from these bozos. It's what really makes me sad. So you want positive role models, man? Kevin Samuels, Patrice O'Neal, Derek Jackson. I can't make that joke. I can't take it. I can't say it with a serious face. But yeah, and this is also the community that will say like, oh, women like assholes. That's why we are assholes. What they fail to see is that they become these women. Ironically, to Fresh and Fit, you are these women. You give them money, they give you shit advice, detrimental advice. And on top of that, you thank them for that opportunity. You are what you criticize. It's very ironic, but also very sad. And I hope to all these men so that you can get out of the rabbit hole, because it gets deeper and deeper. But with that being said, please like the videos. Let's blow this shit up. It always helps. If this could actually change man's mentality, why not, right? Subscribe if you like this style of videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.